Told them. That is going to need a little bit of realism. But okay, cool. Ready? Cool. Okay.
Hello.
Welcome to Step Up Unfiltered, the home of uncensored conversations where I bring extraordinary individuals to tackle life's biggest challenges and bridge division. So, without further ado, to introduce my guest today, if you tell the audience your name, I know it's not polite to ask what a woman's age is, but that is usually the question that I ask. What you do out here, and a fun fact that not everyone may know about you.
Oh.
Ooh, put you on the spot.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cornelia. Hello, Nate.
Thank you so much for
Everyone,
coming on.
hello, Nate. Thank you for having me here today. It's first time actually to be on a podcast. I've been a panel speaker last year about real estate. So basically that was first time for me talking in public.
Nice. How'd you find that?
Interesting. It was a bit difficult at the beginning. I was not feeling too comfortable with the time because it was like 1 hour maybe, the panel. Then I got more confident, more comfortable. So I believe it's a human, normal reaction, right?
Yeah.
So my name is Cornelia. I'm from Romania. I am 35 years old. I live in Dubai for 4 years. And
Nice.
I am managing partner for Impera Properties, real estate brokerage specializing in commercial properties.
So you're a business babe. A boss babe. That's what they say on the Instagram now.
A boss babe.
A boss babe, yeah.
I like
That's
that.
fun.
Okay, yes,
A
I am
boss
a boss
babe.
babe.
You literally are the definition of a boss babe.
Okay.
So lots to dive into today. We've got some really interesting topics. As usual, we're going to talk about dating in Dubai, but we're also going to talk a little bit about background. Obviously, Cornelia's success managing her own company. So we're going to have a lot of business gems and nuggets for you guys to take notes on as well. It's for your entertainment, but it's also for your education as well, to learn how somebody actually moves to Dubai and makes success of themselves. So if we go into your background, if we briefly touch on it. So you mentioned that you are from Romania.
Yes.
Buna,
Buddha.
Shafash.
Be there. Very good.
You got a little side
You did, yes, you did your homework.
Got a little side. But yeah, tell me a little bit more about your background.
I studied communication and public relations, so my background is corporate events. I used to be an event planner on the biggest cruise ships on the world. So I was working for Royal Caribbean. I did that on my 20s, on my early 20s.
And Romania.
Not in Romania. I was on cruise ships, so I was most of the time in the US.
So how did you get into that? Let's go back before that.
But before, because as I said, my studies communication, my degree is communication public relation. I did work in Romania as a PR event. Then I applied for the cruise line, had 3 interviews back then, and I got the job. And I ended up working on ships, so I did that for 5 years.
So what was the starting position?
Event planner. Event planner. So I was in charge of the corporate groups on board ships. So if they have an agenda for like a week, depends on the cruise length. Let's say most of the time it was 7 or 10 days. And they have a full agenda from private events, cocktail parties, I don't know, private excursions, dinner.
How was that? Was it
Weddings even. Yeah, honestly it was fun. Because first of all, I traveled the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been over 60 countries.
Wow.
I've been to these islands that you even might not know about them, honestly, like
so much
New
random.
Caledonia and Papua New Guinea, like really some places
very
that, which only with a job like this you'll go. You'll not really choose it as a vacation destination. And it helped a lot because working internationally, working with, with different culture. We're on board over 60 different nationalities. And then I also step up as a guest services manager. So I was managing a team of 10 people, and all of them from different countries. So
wow. How did you
different
find that?
culture, different nationality, different personalities.
Yeah.
I like my base, I'm impulsive as a person. So it helped me to learn how to control myself. Well, of course, you as a manager, you need to control yourself. Otherwise, you lose your job. I cannot, and you need to be very understanding, very calm, to learn how to listen. Was another,
I was going to say, these things that come to
Sometimes I was
you,
feeling.
you come across as a very, strong, bold woman.
Exactly.
Direct, straight shooter.
And I mean, I am still like that, but I believe this was the beginning
Good, yeah.
for me, for my transformation.
Yeah.
Where I need to go on the cyber to be more calm, more softer. And it was basically the preparation for where I am today,
No.
for being able to manage a business. Because when you manage a business, it's not anymore the team, but it's also your relationship with, your clients, with your partners, with everyone.
Everyone, yeah.
So you need to be still strong, confident, but at the same time to have that softest part and the calmness where it looks more professional.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you became more of a people person.
Yeah, let's say a people person. I mean, a people person I always been because my personality is very outgoing. So I like, I'm very friendly, easy to start a conversation with someone. But it's about how to create a relationship here, where you need these people to like you, to want to, you need to be a leader at the end. It's not only being a manager, you need to be a leader. Why these people will follow you? Why these people will listen to you? It's not just because, okay, yeah, I have a schedule. Yeah, that they will do it. But then other things, favors sometimes that you need. You know what? Like you said, I have to do a favor for someone to do a viewing.
Yeah.
This is a favor, but this you're doing based on your relationship with them.
Thinking all long term.
Yeah.
100%. Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. And how was that in your younger days, like in your relationships, whether that friendships or dating relationships, having such, that strong personality, being direct, was that something that fared well for you, or did it have its limitations as well?
Well, on my 20s, I always, I would say all my exes, all my relationship in my 20s, they were calm. They were exactly opposite. Like I was the impulsive one and the dominating one. They were the one calm. They were the one following me, the other way around.
And how did you find that?
It was, I like it. Back then I like it. And this is actually, it was my target. So I will always choose a man if he's this time, where he will lead, he will follow me, and he will, yes, let me dominated. Then after 30s, this change, where I thought I am still a strong woman, independent and all of that, I like to be led. I mean, this now is like, no, I don't want a man, yes, exactly. I don't want a man that will do whatever I want or follow me or no.
But you know what, I'm glad that you said that though, because it is interesting. I do find that it's always opposites that attract. There's always one, even in a gay relationship, there's always one that's more masculine, there's one that's more feminine. Do you know what I mean? It's true. It's true. So whether it's the woman or the man, there's always one that takes the lead or one that follows. But that's interesting that you knew that you were kind of had those traits and you actually kind of found it attractive at that moment in time to go for somebody that...
I want to dominate. It was my personality. I want to be the leader. I want to dominate. And actually, I remember I had my first boyfriend from high school. When we decided to go to universities, we want to go to different cities. And I said, no, I'm going to this city. If you want to be with me, you follow me. So he followed me in the same city in order to be together. So this was my personality from a very young age, where either you follow me, either we broke up. Well, okay, you put it also on the age.
Yeah.
That was my, exactly. I was young on my 20s.
But it's a good example of how the following was there.
Now is not, because now it's the maturity. If I'm with someone and we have a relationship, it's not about who is following the other one. It's about the discussion. Like for example, I have a business here. If I am with someone and he needs to move out of this country, for me it will be very difficult because my business is in this country.
But would you choose love or your business? This is the love of your life.
I
It's
know
not just like someone that you love.
exactly. It depends. It depends. It depends. It's really it depends.
These women nowadays, guys, business over love.
No. It depends. It depends. If I feel next to this man secure and I know that he can be provider if we are moving to any other country, I might go. But if I feel unsecure next to this person and I'm not sure, like, okay, I'm following you in order for you to to grow up in your career and I'm supporting you, but then
Let me ask you a question though, because you're obviously a businesswoman, so you're doing well in life. You said you just chat like that. If he's a provider, but that's for somebody to be a provider for your lifestyle. How much money? Like a rough estimate. Roughly, does he have to make? The only reason why I was asking you that is just because, it's easy to say that he has to be a provider, but in this day and age, like if you look at the stats in the UK, only 5% of people in the UK, men and women, so let's say 2.5, we're just talking about men, earn over £80,000 a year. So to just be a provider is not just something that any man can just up and do,
correct, but
something that's a very small percentage of men.
I know, but I'm giving up on my business, on my
For love.
my source of income for love, yes. But I also need for love, but I also need money to live. I need money for my expenses, right? I need to be sure that you'll be able to take care of our family, to be able to pay the rent in the new, I don't know, let's say.
Yeah, but you would be, you know how much success you've had here. You'd be able to go potentially there and then.
But till I reach there, and definitely this will be my next step. We will move to a new country, then I will start, a new business there, and I will start. But it might take time.
100%.
If we move because of career, because you've got a good opportunity, a new job, a business opportunity, then I need to be also secure. I'm following you and I'm supporting you, but you need also to support me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Financially, because I'm giving up on my business and I'm giving up on my source of income that I built. I built it here, which I can still somehow, because having a team, and maybe I can manage, but will not be the same not being here in the country, because I am also an agent at the end. I also have my own deals that I'm closing besides the company, So definitely the income will not be the same.
Okay. What I will say is, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say it should be an easy answer. To give up your whole business is a very difficult task. But no, interesting.
For sure. And that's why I said it depends.
Yeah, it was a 50-50.
It depends also
the
relationship, for how long you've been, what is our future plans.
Yeah.
Are we planning to build a family? You understand?
You're planning, it's the love of your love.
Yeah, okay, it's the love of my life, but I believe, listen, you had only one love of your life?
Two.
So that's why I'm saying, through the life, I believe we love more than once.
Yeah, 3 times they usually say.
You say 3 times?
They say
3 times. So then maybe it's just one of my love of my life. There are 2 more left.
How many times have you been in love?
Wow. I believe 2 times.
You believe 2 times. Okay.
So I still have 1 left.
One more left in the tank. If we run that, we're both screwed.
1 more to go.
So let's hope that next person is the right person.
So it was at a very young age.
Yeah.
Which,
puppy love?
Yeah, this the genuine young, type of love where you don't have any type of expectation, no ticking boxes, innocent, yes. Which is beautiful though.
100%.
It's one of the most beautiful, and one as an adult, where it's more conscious type of love, where you are conscious that you are opening up yourself, everything what you are doing, how much time, energy you are putting in the relationship, and and that, I think that it's even more beautiful.
Yeah,
because you're mature, you live the moment differently, and you know how to love.
Yeah,
I believe back then I even didn't know how to love. Now I know how to love and what means love and how I want to be loved at the same time.
Question for you. So you're saying you know what it is and how to do it. How do you do it?
How do
you love?
How do I love?
That's a question of art, by the way.
Well, Love, I believe it's also being present, being in the other person's life, showing care, showing, and even not only by saying, but by gesture, making time. I feel now this is a very important aspect to make time for the other person. Because here I believe what is the problem even in dating in general. We're not making time for each other. We're not giving space. I'm not letting you enter in my life and the other way around.
I agree.
So here is where it's not necessarily that we didn't click or maybe, but here is if I'm not giving my time and your time, we're not finding a way to spend somehow together.
I think that's a really good option. I think that's a really good answer, because it's so fast paced now, and especially in Dubai. And then everyone's got so many options, so everyone's so disposable, right? Before you were pretty much forced to date someone in your local town, so it was more meaningful. Whereas now it's like, well, that doesn't work out. I'm speaking to Sarah, Becky, blah, 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 on Hinge. I'm speaking to this person on Tinder. I'm going out next week anyway, so I'll meet somebody else. So everyone's just very disposable, and that's the problem.
You know what I learned and what I've noticed here in Dubai?
Yeah.
People they are dating they are choosing depends on their lifestyle. If we have something in common, will help us to meet more often.
Yeah.
But if we don't have common things, common lifestyle, similar lifestyle, I feel it's very difficult to be able to do a relationship.
See, but I think that's a shame, because I agree with you. Like, I've heard people speak, and I've heard girls speak on podcasts, and they're like, yeah, I need a guy that's, first of all, he needs to earn a certain amount of money. Then someone's like, oh, I'm going to be a plumber in the UK. And they're like, oh, I don't want to date a plumber. So it's not about the money, because he could earn that money. It has to be someone that has the same lifestyle as you. Oh, I want to be an entrepreneur, but then I need to have time for me and this and that. But I think that's not love, is it? No. To have someone that's the same, like, as well. I went on a date with somebody here, and she's very much on the left side of politics, and I'm not on the right, but I'm very much in the centre, so I can see where both sides go wrong. And she needs someone that sees things the same way as her politically. I mean, like, politics change. People vote Labour, then they Conservative, and they change their opinions depending on who's in charge. And one side will be for the people, the other side it will be the other time. So it's like, how can you be so rigid? No wonder why you're struggling to find someone if you're going to be so rigid on these things. The exact same lifestyle. That's not always going to be the case. That can change as well.
But you know why? About lifestyle? It's, let's say I'm a party person. I like to go out. I like social.
I met you.
You like to be more. You are more in fitness. Let's say you have a schedule. So for example, you will not go out with me on a Friday evening because you have your 5 o'clock training in the morning, 5 a.m. In the morning. And honestly, for me, I went on a date back then at the beginning. By the way, at the beginning when I moved to Dubai, I used to go a lot on dates. So, and the guy told me, I have everyday training at 5 a.m. I am not a morning person, especially in weekends. I like to sleep late. And of course, if you are with someone thinking like long term, you want to have like lazy weekend, and late mornings. And I was like, okay, 5 a.m. So you will not go out. You will not go out with me on a Friday evening. You will not go out with me on a Saturday evening. You will not do anything. You will be in bed by 9 because you need the hours in order to be able to wake up at 5 a.m. to do your training. So I was like, okay, no, I think it will not work.
Do you know But I feel like men usually qualify, women usually disqualify, right? So when we're going into a date, women are trying to find the reasons why it's going to go wrong. And it's like, if you don't actually manage to cross any of those boxes, then you're good. Whereas guys, if anything, we're looking to qualify you. Yeah. So you're like, oh, okay, she seems like she can be a little bit bitchy at times, but she looks great and she's got a great head on her shoulders. So it's fine. Okay. And a good example of this, right? So they did a study recently. And they asked men, if you had 80% of what you want in a woman, is that fine for you? And all the guys said, yeah, that's fine. Like for me, if I had 80% of what I want in a woman, that's fine for me. all the women, I think, bar one, said no because they feel like they're settling. And that's also a massive problem in dating at this moment in time.
Yeah.
And regarding the lifestyle thing, I agree with you. I'm a massive gym person, right? But I do feel like if you like somebody enough, you do make changes, but those changes should be for the good, right? So, for example, I've always trained more than the girls that I've been with, but they're into some sort of fitness, but they become usually more gym girls because I go to the gym. That's a positive change, right? So I do think some of those things can change.
You can adapt to each other. However, it's still important because at the moment, at the beginning, maybe you will do some efforts and you will come out with me, or I will compromise and I will not go out to go to the gym with you. But in long term, it will feel like effort. It will feel, you understand? It will not come natural. That is, it definitely can work and, work around and adapt, but it will be better when we have similar lifestyle. I would say. Like, and it happened. I am an active person. I like to do stuff. I'm especially outdoor activist, and I had a boyfriend. He was like eating and resting. Like this, he was a very sedentary type of guy. He was not into sport. And it reached me, it was okay at the beginning, but in a point I started to get frustrated. I was like, oh, but I don't want to sleep. I cannot sleep in the afternoon. I want to go out. Let's go to the beach. Let's do stuff. And it was a problem even when we were traveling. I want to climb mountains. I want to see views. I want to go. I was very active. Like my travelings I am out all day, to explore. That's why we're traveling. When he was like, oh, we have lunch, let's go to rest a bit 1 hour. I'm like, no, I don't.
But do you think that's just because as well, those traits are, and I'm not trying to be mean to like that, but do you not just think that those are, and if I'm being completely honest, just unattractive traits in a man?
It's not about, it was not matching my lifestyle. Eventually he found a lady, he got married.
No, I'm not saying it can't work, but I'm saying, do you find, I would say most women would find that unattractive just because, no, in the sense that like most women want someone that is going to take the lead on those kind of things.
It doesn't matter what most of the people they want. In the end, there is someone for everyone, I will say. So then that's it. It was not the guy for me, and definitely I was not the woman for him.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's it. But it doesn't make him a bad guy or
not bad.
Or no. Of course, I prefer someone that is into fitness because I am into fitness. I'm an active person, and that will be a common thing.
Yeah.
That will help us and will help our relationship to develop in the right direction.
I'm speaking generally. I'm speaking to that guy's personality or anything at all.
Again, it's general.
We can have a difference.
It's general.
100%. Okay, cool. So to strip thing. Oh, sorry. One other point I wanted to make was like, for example, I don't ever tend to. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I'm a massive party person. But when I go into a relationship, I usually tend to go with someone that doesn't go out as much. But I think that's good for me. Yeah. And that tames me. Yeah. And I'm in less and I want to spend more time with my partner anyway. And then I save things for like once a month and stuff like that. Yeah. So I do think it just depends on what that factor is, right?
But I think this is normal because when you are single, you tend to go more out. Also because you are single, you want to meet people, you don't want to sit at home alone. You go for more interaction. When you are with someone, you get comfortable. Let's watch a movie together. Let's just go to eat. So I believe this is a normal thing in every relationship to get more comfortable when you have a partner.
Yeah, agreed. So to strip things all the way back. Okay. So you told me about, so you're working with Royal Caribbean, you're going to all these different islands.
Yeah.
Amazing. What frame of mind were you at that time? Because you mentioned that you obviously like going to events. Were you kind of like a party girl at this moment in time? Were you like a relationshipy type person? No. Were you in your single girl era? So what kind of person were you at this moment in time?
So definitely on my 20s, I was a party girl. What I want is to travel, to see the world, to focus on my career, to focus not on career, on my studies, to have a stable financial life. My goal in life, it was also to have a business in a point. But at the same time, although I had long relationship, I had 4 long relationships in my 20s. So basically, I had 4 years, and then I had 2 years, 1 and 1.5 years. So basically, yeah, I had basically quite long relationship. But the moment we reached to the point that let's move to the new step, marriage, I was like, no, I'm not ready. So in my 20s, I was not ready for marriage. Then after 30, things change. Like where I felt, okay, now also in life, I felt I am where I want to be. I've traveled the world, I party enough. I have my business, I'm stable. That's why, well, one of the reasons that I moved to Dubai is because I was tired of traveling. Don't take me wrong, I still like to travel, but it's not anymore my goal in life. Like if I will have now a job that requires to travel, I will hate it. When back then it was the dream job to travel, to see the world. So that's why I always said I've been to an event for women empowerment, and it was a young lady on her 20s, and she was asking, she likes a lot of things to do, and she doesn't know which path to take, which direction. And of course, different opinion there, but my opinion in this is just do as many things you can. Enjoy, try, because this is how you discover yourself. Plus that what you will like on your 20s, definitely you'll not like anymore on your 30s. And it will happen as well on your 40s. For example, now I love the field I am in. I love real estate. I'm not sure if I will like that later on my 40s when I will have family and kids, because it's really stressful, under pressure, tiring, long hours, the competition here is crazy. Everything is fast paced. Where maybe when I'm seeing my sister, she's a mother, yeah, she's tending more to, she wants to spend time with the family. For me now, I'm single, yeah, I have time, I can dedicate all my time to my business and to work and to make money. But when you have family, your focus is changing. So that's why I'm saying it depends what you are in life.
Do you want a family? Is that
Yeah,
house?
definitely.
Do you want kids?
Yeah, I want kids and I want family. Yeah, that's my goal. And here it's also my difficulty in dating lately here in Dubai, because people, I would say here are transitional. Like not many people that are living in Dubai are saying, yeah, I will be here forever.
Yeah.
Most of the people, one day, they have the plan to leave. They come to this country because it's a great place, and with a lot of opportunities for business, for, and same for us. I mean, the opportunity that this country offers us, and how easy it is to open a business, how easy it is to run a business. And everyone is business oriented.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go and wherever I talk, it's open. When back home is not like that.
Yeah.
Back home is more family oriented, and probably it's same in your country. I don't know. That's why sometimes you have also the pressure. I remember when I finished school, most of my friends from high school, they got married and had kids.
Yeah.
So I was out of ordinary. We had to, we start to not being in the same relationship because our lifestyle changed.
Yeah, because I guess you're from a traditional country, so everyone would have kids younger in life, and the modern way is now wait till your 30s. And
Exactly.
let me ask you a question. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's a good thing. I believe on your 20s, and I have my sister. I have, by the way, 3 more sisters, so I have 4 sisters. So one of my eldest sisters, she married when she was 23. It's like first boyfriend, they were 3 years in relationship, they got married, they have 2 kids, they build a house, the traditional, type of family. Well, now she's in her 50s, and she's like, well, yes, I was too young. I was not mature enough and I was not ready for a family, for having kids. And that's why I believe after 30 is the right time, because you are mature. You are a kid to raise a kid on your 20s. Looking back, how I was in my 20s, I don't know if I was able to raise. I mean, of course you learn it.
Yeah, you learn.
You learn it. Our parents did it. I mean, my mom, she had her child, my birthday when she was 20, early 20, I believe, So definitely you learn it, but now it's a different world.
Yeah.
Where we want to offer different things to our kids. When you want to be fully prepared of having a kid, of having a family, of having a relationship, on being more happy, quality of life. We want different type of, we have one quality of life. When back then it was like, okay, you follow this, whatever, this is the society, this is the usual. You need to, white people, especially in my country, there is like, white people will say, well, let them say,
But you know
they
what?
can talk.
But do you think we're actually happier as a society? Because I would disagree that we are. Because if you look at like, the self-deletion rate, let me say, for men is at all-time high. Women are more antidepressants now more than ever before. There's more failed marriages. The divorce rate is 50%. So are we actually happier?
Well, yeah, that is a good question. I'm not sure if we are happier, but at least we are more conscious. Okay. And you know what? Looking back, do you believe that our parents, they were fully happy? Or no? But maybe they were not showing, they were not aware of all the emotions that are now. Now everyone is depressed, is anxious, is this.
We talk about it too.
Exactly.
Yeah. What I would say is, and I think that's a really good point that you just made, but what I would say is, like, for example, my grandparents, my granddad had a little stage where he was, a little bit of a playboy, rest his soul. And he's like, I love him. He's loving him. And my grandma and my granddad stayed together. And now, when they were going into their, later years, they have a beautiful relationship. But nowadays, that wouldn't happen.
Exactly.
Because,
that's unacceptable.
So, but this is also the problem. Like, now everyone thinks they have to be happy every single day and every single minute. Whereas before, yeah, you're 100% right. Maybe they weren't, as happy as, we make out. We don't have the same stats as we do now. But they knew how to get on with things more,
You know what? My mother, same. When you're talking about your grandpa, my father was the playboy type, He was a very handsome man.
Good man.
And my mom, she stayed for the kids, for the family.
That's it.
Well, she wasn't happy in the end. And, when I grew up and I heard the story and I understand better, I got mature and I understand what is happening. I didn't want this for her. I wish that she would have been happy as a woman as well. I felt sorry for her that she made an effort for us, just for us to have a family. And of course, I appreciate and I admire and I respect her even more for
giving up her happiness.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a beautiful
and making some efforts for the family in order to keep it together and for us to grow up with both parents. But at the same time, she wasn't happy. My father passed away. My both parents, unfortunately, they passed away. But my father passed away 10 years before my mother. And the happiest years of my mother's life were these years when she was, although she never had someone else. After, the only man that she had, it was my father. She never wanted to, to have someone else. But it was the most happiest years of her life. She traveled, she enjoyed. So that's what I'm saying. You see, that was the problem back then. When nowadays, why to stay if I'm not happy next to you? Our kids will grow up in a better environment if we are just having a normal relationship, a friendship relationship, than to stay in a tension.
Right. But that's the ideal scenario. But let's be honest of what realistically happened in a lot of those situations. The kids are used against each other when they're not together. A lot of the time in the UK anyway, the dad doesn't get to spend as much time with the child. And if you look at like single child households and the statistics, it's actually crazy how bad single parent households have an effect on the child. People don't realize how damaging it is. 90% more likely to go to jail, to have mental health issues. It's all within the 80% to drop out of school, to have mental health issues. So it is actually very, very damning.
Yeah.
So I understand, it's not good to be in a household where there's actually, especially fights and whatnot. That's the worst thing. But then it's also not, especially sometimes when they do split, they're not exactly amicable relationships either.
Yeah, okay. But if they are not, even when they split, how they will be under the same roof?
Yeah.
So no, I believe as a kid you will grow up better with a single parent or with splitting, with co-parenting, let's say, than to live in a house where there is not love, there is no, there are fights, where it's not harmony, where you don't feel the homey type.
Yeah.
And then it's not also fair for us as an individual.
Yeah.
What my mom did, she was a hero. But how many women they will do nowadays, to stay?
Yeah, but what did you just say? You said your mum was your Eric.
Yes.
There you
Even
go.
though,
But that also
but
answers.
honestly, I will have want her to be happy in life.
I know, but then that example that she set for you is the reason why you call her your hero. So that's the catch-22, right? I understand that you're saying, like it would be like better for her, like if she just lived that life or whatever. However, because she stayed in that relationship, that's the reason why you admire her so much.
No, that is not the reason. It's one of the
But she stuck around for you. That's what.
Okay, and I know she would have stuck around with me regardless if my father was there or not.
Yeah.
But this is a different topic.
Hey, it's nice though.
It's nice though.
These are more authentic conversations.
Yeah, heartbreaking somehow. That
we'll move on.
We are also, we're giving up too easily. I was that it's also where so many ways how we can work out this relationship to how we can to work out this relationship to continue for our kids. Rather than, it's not working anymore, it's easier to find someone else or walk away.
Yeah, it's too easy.
It's not only in marriages, but also in dating.
And also as well, like, people are too influenced by social media.
Yeah.
Well, she's getting flown to Miami. Why am I not having this in my relationship? I don't feel bad. Oh, he's supposed to be paying for this. Yeah. Oh, I didn't think this was a problem. Now I do. And guys, it's the exact same thing. Okay, my girlfriend doesn't want me to go to Ibiza. Okay, then she's controlling, she's manipulative. You're latching onto all these buzzwords, and it's just like, no, actually just reflect, chill out, and focus on what's actually going on in your relationship, as opposed to listen to too much outside noise.
Would it be comfortable for your girlfriend to go to Ibiza now? If you mention like you're in a relationship and she goes,
that's a good question. Right. So there you go. That we're switching the conversation to me. So I'll be honest, and people might not like this answer. I have no problem with my girl going on holiday. The only thing that I wouldn't like is to go to an event that was like a very, very single atmosphere. So Ibiza's fine, although you get a lot of single people, or Dubai's fine, I don't mind. But if you're gonna go somewhere like, so there was a festival I went with my ex-missus to go to, Afro Nation. Mm-hmm. Like it's very much the culture that guys are gonna come and grab you from behind and start dancing with you. Oh. So you can't be my girl going to that type of trip. Okay. And I wouldn't go to that type of place as well. That's, I'm not like an unfair person, I'm not gonna do stuff. Or even, I'd feel pretty uncomfortable going to Carnival in London because the atmosphere is a Caribbean culture. You're gonna get grabbed for dances, and it's not because I don't trust my girl, thinking that she's going to cheat. It's more like I don't want you to go to an atmosphere where guys, you gotta expect that. Yeah. And I think that is disrespectful. So if it was an event of that sort, I would, that would just be a complete no-go, and I'd have the same respect for myself as well. Yeah. To do the same thing. But in terms of going to a location where there might be good-looking people, whatever, because you can't be too restrictive, I don't think.
Okay, yeah.
What's your views on that?
That's why I did all my travels on my 20s, Sure. So then when I will be on my 30s and I will have a relationship and I will have a family, then we don't have to travel separate. We just travel together. With the traveling, unless if it's maybe, I don't know, your best friend is getting married and you do, bachelor or whatever, it's something, then I will understand an exception. But this traveling separate, I'm not really keen for it, not only for the man, and it's not about trust. It's about why would you travel without me and why I would travel without you?
To have a good time with friends.
Well, okay, you didn't have time till we start the relationship. You had a lot
people
of
do
good
need
time.
people. I hear what you're saying. I hear that, but then people obviously want to go on trips with their friends. Like my mum enjoys having a trip with her friends, and my mum and dad are happily married. So for some people it works, for some people.
Okay, maybe after 20 years of relationship, yes, maybe we need a bit of time. Yeah. But I'm talking about like an early stage. I feel I don't feel the need to go to travel without my partner when I'm in a relationship.
I'm saying this from the man's perspective, because I do get that. But from us, like we love going like a last holiday and getting drunk with our friends. Even older men, right? I know I'm 32, but like those are the kind of things that we live for. So that could be like, let's say it's that trip of the year.
Yeah.
You can't wait to go away with your boys and just be silly. Especially like, let's say Dubai, you know, people are quite, not restricted, but you don't act the same way in the UK that you act in Dubai, you know.
Okay.
It's more professional and whatnot. So some people just need to like let loose a little bit, blow off some steam and then come back. I'm not trying to say that people act the best, men and women, on those trips at all times, but you know, some people are obviously loyal to their partner, but they just need a bit of a blow up, let's say.
Okay.
You know, like, nah,
Yeah,
F
for
that.
me again, I don't feel.
I respect
if it's
it.
Like, yeah, if it's like,
I
why you
respect it.
feel the need? I mean, I'm happy to travel together, to travel in a group, but why not together? Okay, if of course if it's just a boy trip,
boy trip.
I will not come.
Yeah.
Just with you. I mean, I'm here. I don't mind if this like boys' night or girls' nights, but a trip, I feel it's a different level.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly.
Do you know what? I'm actually mad at the answer because yeah, I get it. Like, do you really want your girl going away like when you're building something? No. So okay, I understand that. That's a good question actually.
So then keep going now as much as you can with the boys. Then when you
get it out of the system.
you've been in love 2 times, yeah?
Two
So
times,
same like me. We have one left, so I believe
One
that
left.
you know what it's saying? That the last one is actually the best one.
You know, the third one is supposed to be the true love.
Yeah, so the third oh my god, okay, wow.
So exciting times of both of us.
Looking forward to it.
So, question actually, before we jump back. Do you have a type?
A type. I
And
don't have a type.
don't feel offended if it's not you. Like, what is your type? Yeah, everyone has a type. I
Of
agree.
course, but you know what? At the beginning, when I start dating, at the beginning, I'm talking here in Dubai. I'm talking only because dating in Dubai it's totally different than dating back at home.
Yeah.
You know, in Europe. Dating back home, I feel like if someone starts talking to you, that's it. It has an interest to keep going. Here, no. You don't know if it's what takes you back, even if you had the most amazing date of your life.
Yeah,
That's so weird, no?
That is true.
But then I've met through the time, through my dating, the guys that they were like few, not men, but few that they were ticking at least like two for sure, that they tick all my boxes. Like it was exactly my type. And you know what? There was no chemistry. Exactly what we were talking at the beginning. And with one at least, we've been like seeing each other in a push because the guy was great. We are friends even today. That great he's even got married in the meantime.
Right.
He found someone else and he got married. And we are in touch and he moved out of Dubai also. And they moved together out of Dubai. And he's a great guy. And that's why even we continue being friends. And I pushed for it, but was no chemistry. I thought he was ticking all my boxes.
What are
And
those boxes?
Okay, boxes you will start
Get to
from.
that. Crunch.
I would say age. Let's start with the age.
Age, yeah.
So I would like someone to be in between. I'm 35, so let's say starting 35. I thought now I might go even a bit younger, but preferably my age, so I don't feel old.
Okay, interesting.
No, like around 35. And I can go up to maybe 45, like 10 years gap, I believe it's okay, but no more than that.
Okay.
Especially that again, I want family, I want kids, so...
But do you mind if they have kids?
Yeah, that's a big topic. That it's yeah, it's something. Initially, I was like, no way.
Yeah, no, but
Now I might consider.
if you're gonna
depends on
date
the situation.
35 and above,
Exactly.
then
So when I came to this life, I was 32, like you. So then I was like, no kids, never married. Of course, I was also at a different age, and I was looking at the man up to 40. So 32 up to 40. So then it was more doable to find a man that hasn't been married.
Of course, yeah.
Now, because the age gap, it's changed. It's
But that's good that
35
you've been
to
a bit more
45.
open, yeah, you know.
Now I'm more open. Of course, depends from situation to situation. I
deal
thought
with a
I
baby
prefer,
mama,
yeah, I prefer not to because I want my own
Yep.
kids and I want him. And I've been on a date with a guy that he said from the very first date, I have a child, I don't want kids anymore. And then we stay friends, same. Like the dating, he was honest. I was like, look, I want kids in this life. So there is not even point to try. If you know exactly what
something
you
so
want in
strong,
life,
something
it's
so
like,
strong,
it's non-negotiable for me.
Okay, so prefer not a kid, age, looks.
Looks sporty.
Sporty, okay.
Yeah. Like it doesn't need to be. They said, "Oh my God, ripped up, but it needs to be a bit sporty, like no belly, no fat, no, a bit, it's fine.
Okay. You're done, boy.
To be taller than me.
Okay. How tall are you?
I am 165, so I like to wear heels. So to be about...
So it needs to be taller than you with heels now. That's a change. That's a change. It's a big change.
Also, I believe when a man is taller than the women, it feels more like masculine, Definitely. So
it feels, I don't know, it's not is, but it feels more masculine.
My 2 years relationship, the guy was same height like me with little heels. And I felt very uncomfortable during the whole relationship.
So I like that it feels.
Yeah, it feels.
Feels is the key word.
And I had to work on it just to, he's a great guy, he's my boyfriend, he's handsome, he was good looking. Okay.
Yeah, but you're being honest with yourself.
And then I had to compromise and to wear like small heels or to not wear heels at all, just to not feel uncomfortable, because I was putting too much heels, then I would be already taller than him, and I was not feeling comfortable. I thought the guy had no problem, he was very confident, and I like that. I actually have a friend that is a shortish guy, and he's always dating taller women than him. It's like, I have no problem. Actually, it makes me feel even more confident that although I'm a short guy, I date, taller women.
Do you know what it is? I just think there's such a laundry list that women look for.
Yeah.
That, like, yes, I don't get me wrong, women do love fight, but if someone's providing everything else, it's like, and a lot of people that tend to be, I don't know, that I've found in life, people that tend to be short, tend to just, I don't know, they feel like they need to have more personality, they just have more personality.
Yeah, it's not really,
they need to work more on the
it's not really that important. I mean, other things are important, where I would say to have the same vision, to have the same vision, to have similar values, similar lifestyle, that's what I said. So to have a good communication, to have the chemistry that we're talking, this is so important. So if there are maybe ticking boxes that you are looking in a man, I like people that are outgoing, friendly,
can you be
funny.
in an entry-level position?
What do you mean entry level?
Can you be just starting out? What level of life does he have to be? You have to say the financial figure. I just know you might say that. But like, what kind of like?
It doesn't need to be, if I have a business, doesn't need him to be an entrepreneur or have a business. It can be just someone that...
I'm going to put you up here.
Where?
Because do you remember when the way I met you, I came over to the table, the girls introduced me. I was like, oh, Nathan's single. And you were like, oh, the girls are single as well. And I was like, oh yeah, and the girl said, but the one thing that they do want, they need him to be rich. And you guys are like, rich. So now on the podcast, no, he's fine to earn this and that. The truth came out after a couple of drinks.
No. It's, this is our joke, of course.
Okay.
As a girl, maybe also you guys have a joke when it's like what you're looking into.
I thought that was serious. I was like, count me out the bit. Yeah, I'm joking.
No. But definitely this is our joke. We want a rich man, young rich man, Definitely. However, it's important for both of us to be on a similar financial level. Because then will be a problem where he will not feel comfortable, and of course I will not feel comfortable as well. Because if you would be comfortable if the woman, your partner, will earn more than you from the beginning. I'm not saying like you are in a long relationship and then 2 years she starts succeeding more in in her business or in her career. But when from the start,
I personally wouldn't feel uncomfortable.
You would?
I wouldn't feel uncomfortable.
You wouldn't feel comfortable.
Like the girl with the first girl, I guess we weren't really. I guess I can't really say that because we weren't really working because we were just we were at university.
Yeah.
But she was super. Like, I'm smart.
Yeah.
Like, she was super smart. So she was always going to get, to start off with a better job than me. Or like she got more money from the time, although I was doing some work at uni, she was getting more money from my parents and stuff like that. She was buying more things in a relationship. And we were both young. And that wasn't an issue for either of us at all.
But yeah, because you were young.
Yeah.
Again.
Okay, but even now, if I dated someone, I wouldn't feel, because I know what I bring to a relationship, and I know that I'm still masculine either way, whether my girl have more money than me or not, and I know where I'm going. So for me, I wouldn't feel. I'm not saying. I think a lot of men would. So I'm not trying to say that a lot of men wouldn't. But me personally, if I dated someone that earns more money than me, I wouldn't feel And if she didn't feel the type of way about it as well, I'm care, because I know where I'm gonna be. So it wouldn't be a determining factor for me.
My last relationship, it was like that. So I was.
I know some guys
actually,
who
he
would,
was like super frustrated because.
Yeah, I know. So I know a lot of men would.
It really, it ended up like super bad.
Yeah.
And now I'm like,
You don't
okay,
wanna do
I
that.
don't want to do it. It's because my own experience. I'm not just saying.
Don't let that experience deter you from it at all. But I understand it. Preferably, and I always say this as well, women are hypergamous, right? So they want someone on their same level as higher, and that now mostly is financials. So from the beginning of time, women aren't ever going to really date down.
Yeah.
Right? So it makes sense. Even from an evolutionary and biological level, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But what I would say is, obviously one bad example I would say is all men. But I do think a lot of women have that problem.
Correct, but it's also like, because again, going back to the lifestyle, I have already lifestyles, you know.
That's fair.
So that's why it's where if we're not earning similar, then you'll not be able to have my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Well, I like to travel. I'm not saying, oh my God, I go and I stay. Of course, I stay in nice hotels, you know. I like to travel nice.
Nice.
And definitely, I want my partner to feel comfortable with that as well. I don't want to compromise on my lifestyle
Yeah.
because you are not earning enough.
Okay. And what about like background? Does it have to be from a certain region for you, or?
No, like religion, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Even religions, although I'm Christian, I'm Orthodox, and I'm religious. As soon you don't interfere and I don't have to convert or to change my religion, I have no problem. If you respect my religion, I respect your religion, or your beliefs. In the end, it doesn't need to be, you know.
Okay, so Sikh, Muslim, Jew.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
As soon we respect each other beliefs, I'm fine, and we have that settled from the beginning. I'm totally fine.
So you date black guy, Indian guy, Chinese
No, I
guy.
didn't. No, I didn't. It happened. Come on. Come on, no.
I don't have a type, although I
don't
haven't
have a
dated none
type.
of these other races.
Not racist. But no,
No, racist, not racist. Racist. I'm saying you haven't dated any of these other races.
Yeah, it again. I'm not saying no,
But you technically, you've never done
but
it.
if you are on a dating app, it's about the look.
Exactly. So you haven't done it. That's my point. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So then I told you, tall, this, sportish. I would love someone with blue eyes like me, or
Okay,
light
now I
eyes,
get into it.
dark hair.
Okay.
I like the guys with beard.
Okay,
So
Okay, cool.
like from the looking point, because that is the first impression, right? And then you go more deep where you know the person. You know, I like these people that are funny, that are outgoing, that it's easy to have a conversation, that you don't get bored with, that you feel like, oh my God, you stay for hours and you keep going.
But that's the reason why I had to press on that. Because like, she doesn't get into the proper looks for it. Because some people are like, oh yeah, I don't have a type. And then if you probably go down their Hinge list, it's like a load of Tom Brady's. And like, I have a type.
I do have a big list, by the way, of my, perfect.
Perfect.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Every
it's like
woman
this.
does.
It's like
The
this.
laundry list, I always call it. The laundry list of things that you look for.
Yes.
That's why it's so hard to appease you guys. Right, to scale it back and to focus a little bit on business. So what transitioned you from having this amazing life on the cruise ship to later you want to own your own business? What was the move to Dubai?
My sister, she's in the Gulf area since 1999, by the way. Like
So
long
she's
time.
really seen a growth.
Yeah, so it's not only in Dubai. In Dubai, she's been here 15 years. She used to live in Qatar before. She used to work for Qatar Airways. Then she moved to real estate. She did commercial real estate. She worked for a developer here in Dubai. Then she had kids, and after kids, she wanted to go back to work. And her husband, encouraged her to open a company. Why to go to work for someone else? Especially that in real estate, it's a commission. It's based on commission. So why to share with someone when you can have your own?
Yeah.
But again, it's not easy to open a company. So she's like, okay, yes, that it's a good idea, but I can't do it alone. So she had a conversation with me. Then we decided to partnership.
Nice.
And I moved to Dubai, and I was like, okay, let me give it a try. It was right after COVID.
How did you feel about that? Was it exciting? Were you nervous? Were you like, oh, I don't know?
But
Tell us more about that
it
feeling.
was right after COVID. Anyways, I stayed at home, like because of the cruise ships, they were the first that they shut down.
So how was that for you?
I felt it like an opportunity. Even I did my master's.
Amazing.
I did my master during the COVID time, so I was like, I did my master in environmental, by the way, in something different, because I was like, okay, if this world is not starting anymore, I cannot go back on cruise ships, I cannot do events. At least I can do something else. So I did, and I work a bit in West Management. Then it was right after COVID. I knew that I don't want to go back on ships. I was like, okay, I'm done. After I stayed 2 years at home and having again the normal life, I start to like it. And this opportunity with my sister came to open the company, and I said, okay, why not? Let's give it a try. I was very open. Of course, I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect, but I was ready. I came fully ready from all points of view, even financially, like all points of view, to start. And I give myself a year. So I came with a goal, and I even
What was that goal?
like, okay, I have a year, like, of course, to grow the company, but I said I have a year. If in 1 year the company, is not making money and we're not doing well, I'm out.
Yeah.
So I put myself this year just to focus and side because, and actually it started going after like 3 months. Then we opened. Of course, it took a bit of time because we started from zero. Imagine I moved to this country. I didn't know Dubai at all. I didn't have no connection, no one. My sister, she was 7 years out of the game, basically, because she was a mom looking after her kids. So both of us, the only advantage for her is that she knew the country.
Yeah, connections, yeah.
No, not networking, no nothing. That she knew the country. And a bit previous experience which helped us to have a business plan,
And you never done
where
real
to
estate?
start. I've done back home with our own investments. So I was like buying, renovating, and flipping. So I was
Okay, so you got...
yeah, I did, but it's totally different because I was managing our properties. I also rental, a bit of Airbnb, a bit of short-term rental, but it's totally different than when you are coming in a market and try to find clients, to find owners, to list with you. And it was challenging. But I was so motivated. When I moved, I used to go out almost every night, and not going out to party, but going to networking events. I used to attend 3-4 networking events per week. I'm not joking. Even now I'm going.
It must have been a good way to meet people.
Yeah, I'm even going now at least 1 or 2 events, sometime even 2, but at least 1 networking event per week I'm going always. It's the best way to meet people, to network.
You need to hook me up on these events.
Definitely. And this is actually, it helped me a lot when I came to this country to make some good connections.
Note that one down, guys. Get yourself to more networking events because people know this stuff, but do they actually go ahead and do it? And there's apps and there's a Luma app or something like that.
There are so many. Luma it's one of it, but there are so many. And once you enter in this world of networking, then you will be invited because it's also like groups on WhatsApp, and then you start meeting people that are attending more often. Oh, do you know about this? Oh, no, I don't know. So then you are entering in this world and you are being invited. Also, I'm part of a business club. It's actually, the founder is from London. It's called the Global Partnership, and they do also in London and here in Dubai. Then it's also Connection Dubai. There are so many business groups that you can be part of it, and they are doing on a monthly basis. Either they are doing morning coffee, coffee mornings or evening cocktail parties for networking, and of course we can drink. You network better. But I would say
that's definitely my type of environment.
Yeah, it helped me a lot. Because it was a start for my business. And we started like this literally from knocking door to door to find properties, because this is how you start in real estate, to find properties. Then you'll be able to list, and also we have to prove ourselves. Okay, who are you? We want to work with you. We work already with so many agencies. We don't need any more agencies. So we had to prove ourselves, and it happened. It's a government type of company that they have a lot of properties in Dubai, and they say, no, we work already with like big companies, real estate and Dubai. Then we close ourselves, we close 2 big deals with them. We bring them very good clients. Now they're working exclusively with us. And this is when success is not only how much money you're making, but also the relationship.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
From where you started, from like having doors closed in our face to like now having exclusivity with us.
Nuts. And did Dubai change your ambition, or was it already there?
Yeah, I believe Dubai, it's a reset for everyone. You are reinventing yourself. You are getting to know exactly. It's pushing your limits. Here, you don't have time to pause to sleep, because if you are sleeping or pausing, then you'll always be replaced, especially in my field. In real estate, if I don't answer to the client immediately, he will contact another 10 agents. Anyways, without me replying on spot, he's contacting already another 10 agents. And it happened to me, sometimes clients say, I want to see it now.
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes I'm not available, but it happened, I was available, I went and I closed the deal on spot. Nice. So you need to be on the game all the time. You cannot pause, you cannot sleep, you cannot. And this country, this is what I feel. It keeps you going. It's so fast paced. And I told you at the beginning, you know how many brokers are in Dubai? 270,000 registered brokers in about 8,000 agencies. And this, imagine that in 2019, the statistic, there were about 1,200 agencies with about 4,500 brokers. In 6 years, where the numbers went. So the competition is not like it's a ultra competition in Dubai in real estate. That's why I feel like yes, Dubai really push my limits. I didn't know. I can do this.
You can't sleep. You can't take your foot off the pedal. It takes a certain type of person to be there, right? And what surprised you most about being here?
What?
What surprised you most? This could be
surprise.
Could be business related. What surprised you most since living in Dubai?
Everything, the system. I love the system. The fact that, I'm coming from a country that we have so much bureaucracy and it's difficult. I mean, you can open a company, but it's difficult because of the bureaucracy to keep going and the taxes, and probably it's the same in the UK. When here, everything is so easy. Everything is linked. I renew my driving license from myself. I pay and they deliver to the door because my ITS was still valid. So it surprised me the most, and I love it how this kind. Everything is connected.
What was your first impression of Dubai compared to what the actual reality is?
Well, first time when I come to Dubai, it was 2015. And before moving here, I used to come very often on vacation. I used to spend at least 2-3 months per year, visiting my sister. So I thought I've been to over 60 countries. I've been to Australia, I've been to US, I've been to Miami, New York, all this, London, all these big cities. I don't know, Dubai, I always feel like, wow. And it's the service. You feel here that you are living like a rich person without being rich. From the fact that you have valet services everywhere, that your car is washed in the parking, like I have packaged two times per week. I don't bother about this. When back home, I used to go in my car, sit there for 2 hours. How is it?
One of my close friends made a really good point. He said, I know it sounds a bit bad saying this, but you're never going to want to leave, because when you go back to the UK, even just for a holiday, you can just get your food delivered there so quickly. I know you get that in the UK, but I can get a massage. I just go on an app and get a massage straight away. Just anything that's handy. I know a girl that's car broke down and battery app straight away. Someone's gonna come out. You don't have that in the UK. It's nowhere near the same. So just the ease and the quickness about everything out here.
Yeah, exactly. The cleaning, how it's in Romania, it's very expensive to have a cleaner.
Yeah, in the UK,
probably the same.
We have a cleaner.
So here it's so easy. Here is like 2 hours cleaning for a book, and sometimes they have promotion you can get even with 50 dirhams. I mean, why? And then you go out, you go to the beach, you go to the pool. You relax for 2 hours, you come back, your house is clean. When I used to spend back home, my Saturdays were all about cleaning groceries. I work like Monday to Friday. Saturday was my cleaning day, laundry, groceries. And then Sunday, I was like my relaxing day to prepare for the next week. Well, here, I go to the beach.
It's incredible lifestyle. And like when you compare, as you said, like how expensive London is. London is just as expensive to live here as here, maybe even more.
I know.
Why would you live there when you can move here and it's hot? And
No, we don't need any more people.
True. And it's like business.
Don't be crazy. No, I'm joking.
You're not doing it. No more brokers.
We need more people, because then more properties.
More sales for us.
Right? More
Yeah,
sales for us. So now we need more people to come to
Keep
this
coming, man. Exactly. We need more businesses opening. If you got office space, contact me now. Send to them. No, that is true. So walk me through your day to day. I'm intrigued. So because I know obviously you deal with Leonard and Azad at Sentinel. So yeah, walk me through your day to day.
Okay, day to day, definitely.
As a business owner, boss move.
It's different from day to day because depend on the clients, the meeting. Like for example, tomorrow and Tuesday I will be in Abu Dhabi. I have a meeting in Abu Dhabi, and then I have a client looking for a villa in Abu Dhabi. So I'm gonna go to search for it, which is not usual. We don't really focus on Abu Dhabi, but on request, definitely we do so. And then Monday to Friday, I'm 100% focused on work. And evening I go gym, like I'm doing my PS. I am not a morning person, so my day starts around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then gym I do around 6, 7, and I go to sleep midnight usually. So that's my daily routine.
So what time do you wake up? 6.
No, 8:30, 8:30, yeah, and study. So it's real estate anyways. Who is gonna start at 7? Usually everything is start moving after 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, but I assume you have to get to work as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. For me, I'm not going to the office.
Oh,
So we're not. We're having meeting, maybe once. Now even we start doing calls. I feel it's super productive.
Yeah.
So then we are doing once a week. We are doing a call, a Zoom call, and then maybe time to time we are meeting, and not necessarily in the office. Sometimes we do lunch with the team or coffee, or we go to visit the offices.
Do you have people that do work in the office?
Yeah, our admin.
Really?
But only like even we let her working Monday and Friday from home, and then she goes to the office. Yeah, only 3 weeks, 3 days a week. So. It's not. Plus, I live in Marina. My office is in downtown. So, and real estate, if you are staying in the office, you're not making money.
Yeah. Okay.
You need to be out to meet people, to see new spaces, to find new spaces. In our case, and I am always visiting because, of course, to sell you need to see it. And the more you know about the property, the better you'll be able to sell it. Correct?
Agrees.
So yeah. And networking events, I told you.
Yeah.
I'm attending at least one, either if it's morning, either evening, but this is my usually. Rarely I might go see my friends or my girls for a ladies' night during the week, but this is not on a weekly basis.
Yeah,
it's time to time. And then from Friday evening to Monday morning, I basically switch off. So weekends are always for me, where I do whatever I like. Either I go to the beach, I meet friends, I go out, I do any type of activities.
You did make the point that like you have to be always on the ball. So do you have people that do pick up some of those weekend inquiries? Would your clients just know not to contact you?
No, how they will know? No, of course, if I receive an inquiry, definitely I will answer.
Okay.
But then I will say, I will come back to you on Monday with some option or with some
Is it
details.
because you've been able to afford yourself that luxury though? Have you always done that from the start?
That's what I was going to say. From the very beginning, when we set up the company, I thought we didn't have that much business. We set it up like this. My sister, which is my business partner, she has family and she has kids. And definitely she wants to spend some time with her family and with her kids. And I want the time for myself.
Yeah, of course.
And you need to have this work-life balance.
I 100% agree with that.
So that it's my life. And weekends, it varies, depends. Again, going out sometime, like this weekend, I went out Friday for dinner. Yesterday, I stayed home, chilled. And yesterday I had to do something for work, but just because I'm traveling to Abu Dhabi in order to make my life easier for tomorrow. That's it. And now I'm
Thank
here.
you so much. I was about to say, thank you so much for giving up to your time to be here with me.
My
I really
pleasure.
appreciate it. Okay, let's go for some quick fire questions. Not quick, but fairly quick. So, how do you feel working in a male-dominated industry?
Yeah, well, as I said at the beginning, you have to prove yourself. Yeah, we had to prove ourselves, and it happened. We went, me and my sister, knocking on the doors. Hello, hello, we have properties. We would like to work with you. Um, honestly, I'm not gonna say it's easy, but in this country you first, women, they're respected. I feel everyone is respectful. It happened though where and even the meeting that I will have on Tuesday, I will be sitting on a table only with men. We were like on a deal, like negotiation for a deal, and I'm already used to it.
Yeah.
And sometime I might
How
not.
does that make you feel?
At the beginning, maybe that's at the beginning, given it happened when they switch languages, especially, and this is where you feel like, and that look at what she's doing here.
Yeah.
Because the clients, they were mostly men, especially I'm working with corporate, I'm working with businesses. And they will come for big spaces, they will come, the CEO, the management, everything. And from the owner side, yes, males as well. And then when you set up the meeting for negotiation, for the final negotiation, you need to be there. But everything it was set maybe from the beginning. They just want to meet, to maybe discuss the last terms. And then you are there feeling, as soon you know your position. And I always felt, you guys, you are at this table because of me. So then I don't need even to talk. Even if they switch language, they will not make me feel uncomfortable.
What one word would you say to sum it up? Is it empowering? Is it, or how would you?
Confidence. You need to be confident. You need to be confident, even if you are the only woman, even if they are speaking a different language, and you are at the table, and it might make you feel like you are out of the, out of the deal. But I'm like, you guys, you are here because of me. So then this give me confidence.
Okay.
You take it in a respectful way,
Do you feel underestimated as a woman?
No, not at all.
Good.
I never felt like this. But again, this is something, yes,
internal.
It's internal. You, in this situation, yes, you might be feeling underestimated.
A lot of times those feelings aren't what's real. You might feel like that. It doesn't mean that anyone's looking at you as any less, but you want, I think
it's a mindset.
Yeah.
And you need to work on it. That's why this is my mindset when I'm sitting on a table full of men, that I'm like, you guys.
Do you feel like you're treated professionally?
Yeah. No, I always been treated. That's why I said I felt respected in this country. But although it's dominated by men, I feel respected.
Do you think it's actually a pro being a woman in these positions?
It was, honestly, it was in at the beginning, because certain places you cannot reach the owners without having a meeting. And in order to schedule a meeting, it's very difficult. And we used to go and knock at the door. I told you, like, literally, physical. And they're like, do you have an appointment? It's like, no, but, can we speak with someone? We are here, we have, we always have, like, we have this client, we are looking for, I don't know, this space. And, of course, as a receptionist, you will go and will inform. And the guy, there are two ladies outside. You feel like, would you say, no, I'm busy? Tell them to make an appointment? No, you come to see. Of course, at least to be polite. Hello, you introduce. The moment we introduce ourselves and we start talking, that's it. We are breaking the ice. And then we are invited and we close business, or we make partnership. So, no, actually, I felt that going back, I felt it was an advantage, because if it was a man, you can easily say, no, I'm busy. Tell him to make an appointment. Being a woman, they felt a bit, no. It's unpolite from my
100%.
side.
I think it's a massive pro being a woman in business, especially if you're an attractive woman. I know, people don't feel comfortable saying that, but it's true. And especially guys are around guys, and guys are nice. Yeah. They want to be around an attractive woman. So whether it's someone that they're selling to. So I think it's nothing but a pro. I know girls that have smashed it themselves because that does play a part, right? As much as you go. I want to ask you a question, and nobody found it by this. Do you feel like your appearance has played any role in your success?
Again, yes, same. Like the fact that even the fact that I am European. It
Yeah,
helps.
exactly.
That's the reality.
Yeah.
The fact
It
that
is
I'm
really
European, the fact that I'm a woman, the fact that I'm attracted, it opens doors. It opens doors because it's the first impression.
100%.
It's your business card that will tell the person, okay, give it a chance. Let me to pitch myself, to prove myself, because this is what it's hard to get. How you will convince that person to give you 2 minutes of his life to pitch yourself and to prove who you are and to give you the opportunity. So yeah, it helped me to open door. It was the key, I would say.
There's a key. Nuts.
the key to open the
I like
doors.
that.
One
Honest.
of the key.
Very, very honest. Very,
Yeah,
very honest.
yeah.
Very, very honest.
But then, of course, again, in real estate can be you keep the your professionalism and the boundaries how you wanna do it. You can use it as business card as the first impression, which is important, but doesn't mean it needs to go further. You need to stay professional and it didn't happen. I don't know. To me, honestly, that's what I said. I felt also always respected. It didn't happen. And the moment I felt that the guy has no intention to buy any property, but just flirting, I said, look, like professional, if you are interested, let me know. That's it. You don't go further, with the discussions.
100%. I think all it is about having those boundaries. Because some people complain about that kind of stuff. It's like, we'll just have the boundaries.
Yes.
People complain when they don't say anything. It's like, well, actually say something.
Yeah.
And then if there's this from that, then it is a problem.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, as long as you have those boundaries set in place, you don't need to worry about it because you put it out there, But I appreciate your very honest answer when it comes to that.
Yeah, definitely. Why not?
I know.
Why
But
not? That's the
some people
reality.
just get overly offended by everything, and people that even like some sort of Christian. So I appreciate that. At the moment they're talking about. I want to ask you your opinion on this. There's a guy called Clavicula. He's a young guy and he talks about looks waxing, and it's this online forum craze, and he focuses on these looks to like the ultimate extent. He does like a thing where he bashes his face every single day to get like smoother jawline and stuff like that. And if you look at where he was a few years ago, I mean, he's a young guy, so he would have just got better looking coming out of PBT anyway.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot better looking than he was in the past, and he took, testosterone, which I don't tell any young guy to do because, I've packed on a good amount of muscle and I've never taken any type of drugs. And I used to be way bigger, I've slimmed down. You can do it very easily, naturally. But he's taken it to the highest extent, even taking drugs like meth. Because of the health benefits.
Yeah.
Not the health benefits, sorry, the looks benefits that it can give you. He's so focused.
Let me take notes.
There you go, honestly.
What makes me look younger?
Don't do that one because you'll get locked up in jail in Dubai. But
I will come back next time.
literally. And the whole
Pumped.
But no, like he takes it to the ultimate level, and he's gained a lot of success from it, crazily enough. And what I was going to say, he thinks that looks is the most important for your relationships. He thinks it's the most important for business.
Yeah.
And he's like, look, I'm a living, breathing testament to what I'm saying. You guys all think I'm crazy, think I'm too much, but since I've got better looking, think about all these opportunities.
So you agree with him by talking about this topic?
Yes and no.
I agree with him.
I wouldn't say it's the most important.
It's not the most important. It depends of the field. You know what? When I moved to this country, this was the first thing. And when I started this business, I understand that I have to invest in myself. So I start to invest in expensive stuff because it's the look again that I cannot sell, million type of properties where you are fully dressed.
But don't you think?
The look.
But rich people always dress the worst. True, proper rich people. Not
I
the
know.
showy people.
It's true because they don't care. They reach to that point where they don't have to prove themselves. But when you are at the beginning and you are dealing with, they are looking how you are dressed, how you are. It is important. And real estate, it's important. Even for men, like which type of watch. I know men they look at that. They judge based on, and this I hear it from men. They judge between them and the level of the financial level depends on the watch they have.
I personally think that's pathetic. Like for me, I just dress for fashion, and obviously I'm always going to dress smart in a business setting anyway.
Yeah.
And some of the best dressed people that I know, and get attention from girls and whatnot, that they don't wear the most expensive things. They know how to dress the right things with the right. But I do agree that, like if you're in the Ferrari club, that's a certain amount of status between certain men, So these superficial things do play out. So I agree with them that it is important. And one thing that I don't like is black pill people who think that they're doomed if they're ugly, let's say. But everyone can become better looking.
Yeah.
Everyone go to the gym. There's things that everybody can do to groom better, smell better. There's so many things anybody can do to be more attractive. But I don't think it's the most. I think your social competence usually, whether it's in dating or friendships, being funny, being humorous, making people feel comfortable.
But to take care of yourself, because again, it's the first impression.
Yeah.
If you're poorly dressed, you will not be able to have even that conversation nowhere or to open any door, regardless if you are a woman or a man. Because it's the business card, it's the mirror.
Yeah.
Who are you?
The face card.
Except the face card. And then you will not give, you will not give trust. You will not feel, okay, it's trustworthy, this person.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're judging by looks, and this is in any type, in business and in dating, and in any field.
Let me ask you a question. I think it was called skull crushing or bone crushing. Would you do that? Would you hit yourself with a metal thing every single day to get smooth?
Come on, that's it. I believe I reached to the point where I learned how to love myself the way I am, and it took me some time. I always, especially on my 20s, I tend to gain weight. And of course, I was all the time, and this drove me into fitness a lot. Even I have a certification by the way. I used to be a certified fitness instructor, aerobic fitness instructor, And I even teach a bit of Zumba, a bit of Congo jumps back home, different type of classes. I love it. I used to love. So it took me some time to get that confidence because I was always putting weights on weights, and every time I was getting a bit more, more fluffy, I would say I will not feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But now even if I put a few kilos on it, I'm okay. But I reached to that level when I don't need to. Okay, if I got few wrinkles, well, this is this is life, and this is at the stage where I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'm confident. I'm comfortable with that. I will do, of course, it's a routine, taking care of yourself as much as I can. Again, what they said, you are not the most pretty person in the world, but taking care of yourself.
But I've got a very unpopular opinion that people are going to like, shut up. I've got a very unpopular opinion that people just think, oh, you just must have got lucky and things like this. But guess what? And I know it's different for girls because of your hormones. When I started becoming more, attractive, you might say, it was when I stopped using all the spot creams and stuff like that when I was younger, coming out of, puberty. Okay. And I just started washing my face with water.
That's it.
Just stripped it back. I've always moisturized. And that has served me good from 15 years old. But men nowadays, all these creams and ointments and this, and spending so much money on this and injections, and a lot of people just make themselves worse, or you're actually doing more damage to your skin a lot of the time. Just keeping it simple.
Well, okay, maybe for you it works, for us, no, definitely.
I know, maybe
for us it doesn't work. Only with water. Ladies, don't listen. Use your
ladies, listen to me. Give me a couple months.
Vitamin
Give me a couple
C,
months.
No.
Oh no. Because I'm a gym person. I take my multivitamins every day.
Yeah.
But all this ointments and this and which you guys could. Not. I was about to say I'm not even at that. Would you put in your skin? Beginning with
foundation.
S. No,
SPF.
No, S something.
SPF, yes.
I don't know. There's so much things that women do.
Yeah, but
even men nowadays, and it's
it's a need, especially in a country that with so much sun, always sun. Otherwise, I'm getting pigmentation, for example. If I'm not using this 50% SPF every day, I will get pigmentation. So I will damage my skin. That's why it's a precaution.
Yeah.
So no, it's a different topic. Don't get there, especially with the woman. you cannot imagine how my drawers of products is there, plus the vitamins that I'm taking.
I've dated y'all. I've seen how much the cabinet is filled with things, and I'm there that's so lucky with just the waters.
I know, lucky you guys. It's easy.
Do you think? Go back to a couple of dating questions actually that we didn't get to. I think we talked off a lot of things. But do you think the bi attracts emotionally unavailable people?
it's not about Dubai.
And it's
Why
not
everyone
so
wants
well,
Dubai?
it's true. Okay, fine. If you want to take it away from Dubai, but it is the same thing. A big city like a fast-paced city, let's say,
Yeah.
so like a Miami, a Dubai,
Yes.
LA.
London, yeah.
Not as much London, but
No.
kind of.
But big cities, capitals,
Big city,
I live in
young,
Bucharest.
single
In
people,
Bucharest
lots of people.
also is the same, 4 million people. Everyone is fast paced. It's the same, I believe, in big cities. But okay, let's rely on like Dubai and
Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's normal. I believe this is normal because again, it's fast paced. It's the work.
Career
it's,
focused.
it's exactly career focused. Here, I feel like you need to prove yourself every day. You want again, you cannot put yourself on pause. There is always it's a non-stop competition, and that's why you don't have this time for rest. If same in business and in career and in everything, we are very easy to be replaced
Very true.
in anything.
So prove
that's
yourself, prove your value, make sure you're valuable to your company, or they'll give it.
But going back, you need to find the work-life balance.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you'll never have a partner, otherwise you'll never be able to make a family, otherwise you'll not have more friends,
Yeah.
So yeah, we all have goals. We want to prove ourselves, we want to be the best, we want to be successful, but in the end, if you are successful and you're coming home and no one is there,
You're gonna be unhappy.
yeah, I don't success, I feel when a success of the definition for the
Success
successful.
isn't always career success.
Yes, exactly. It's when
Life success.
it's when the person has it all, like
Yeah,
it's having
complete.
the balance that you have in your life, where you have a bit of business, you have a good lifestyle.
That is why self-improvement is key, guys. And what I do in Step Up Coaching, I help men in all areas. It's not just one. That's not the best way to market, because marketing people, you want to target an exact pain point. But the problem is, for example, especially with men or women, it might be, it's never just one issue.
Yeah.
It's always, I want to do a little bit more in the gym. Blah, blah, blah. It might start off as just one issue, but then it's, but then my career is failing.
Yeah.
But it's always interconnected, because a lot of the times it's confidence. So when you've done something in one field, that's going to give you that confidence and drive to push in another sector of your life. So yeah, I couldn't agree any more with you. What advice would you give to women that are trying to balance ambition and relationships?
Oh my God! Balance ambition but what? Like ambition in what? Hold on, let me understand. In
career.
In career, but it doesn't need to be a competition. I believe, I am happy for my partner to be successful. I always said your partner is your mirror. So if I'm next to a successful partner, I am already successful as well. So why it needs to be an ambition? We're not in a competition. It's actually exactly what you said, because you are more into the gym, you will drive me to be as well more, and to be more, maybe more organized, to be more educated in this, to be more constant, where sometimes I tend to give up. So you are bringing a plus in, let's say, our relationship. So same, it should be ambition. You are referring in career, right?
Yeah.
This is what.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, no, it's.
So let me give you an example. So I was recently speaking to someone, let's say, which has now ended, that she is a little bit older than you, and has never been in a relationship, wants to be in a relationship, but is so focused on her career and so focused on her gym goals and so focused on a side business. She just doesn't feel like she has the time, unless it's that exact person. And it's a case where she feels like she needs a bit more alone time, because she gives a lot of it to her friends and maybe she's dating or whatever. So for someone like her, she generally doesn't feel like she has time. And I feel like everybody has time. That's a lot. But what would you give to someone like that?
No, that doesn't exist. When I hear someone that doesn't have time, exactly.
I hear people that don't have time that really have so much time. They do the 9 to 5 and nothing else. And
everyone has time.
If you want to create
it's all about priorities.
Yeah.
No, on what level of priority are you in my life?
Yeah.
What if you are a priority in my life? I don't have time for you. If you are not a priority in my life, I don't have time for you. So it's when people they say I don't have time for gym. No, you do have time.
Oh, everyone has
It's
time.
just that you don't make it as a priority in your life.
You got to sacrifice. You got to
So
sacrifice.
you wake up 1 hour earlier.
This is it's easy.
I go in the evening, and you find the time where to go. It's just you need to make it a priority. So it's same
And
with
you
the
need to
day.
change your mindset as well.
So what I believe for this lady, she is not making at this stage in her life, she's not making a priority to have a partner or the dating, because otherwise she will.
But this goes back to what we were saying earlier at the start of our conversation. Well, I think it's a bad thing because the whole way that it's looked at now is, especially in kind of like the female field, let's say, it's like, have fun in your 20s and focus on your career, and then 30s, try focusing on this. But the problem is if you're trying to have a family and kids, after 30, your woman's eggs decrease by 30%. At 40, it's 60%. 45, it's 90%.
Nah,
So
come on.
that's the stats there.
Yeah,
I know it's not flattering to say, but what my point is biologically, it's not a good thing. So
Lifestyle.
if you want to have that. If you don't want to have that, in fact.
Yeah.
But let's admit, most people do want to have that.
Yeah.
So that's where I think it can be an issue. You know, if you're, a couple of years older than yourself, for example, or a few years older than yourself, and you want to have the family, but then you're not prioritizing a relationship, then
again, it's not a priority, because if you will be a priority, you will make time. And it happened to me as well when I hear, I don't have time. No, you don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a priority in your life, and
Exactly.
I understand.
100%.
So this is all about. It's not I'm right. I'm waiting for the right person. How do you know if he's the right person or not? How do you know? Again, we had this conversation from the beginning. How would you know? Yes, you are attracted. You have the chemistry. It's totally different. But then knowing if it's the right person, it happened. I had the chemistry with someone from the first date, and then knowing each other, we realized, no, it's not the right person for me.
Yeah.
Because all what we are talking, lifestyle, actually was, this vampire, energetic vampire, have you heard? You didn't hear about this term? Like these people that they drain you.
oh gosh,
So they are calling, this is the term.
the life.
Yeah. So I felt that. What I felt like this guy was draining my energy and I was not productive. So I thought like we had the chemistry and everything from the beginning. But then in the long term,
that's
because
affecting your business.
Exactly.
That's
And
what
it's not only your business, but it's affecting your lifestyle, your growth, your schedule, everything.
And what's one bit of advice that you would give for men out here in this hostile dating scene?
My God.
What advice would you give for me?
I will tell you. Just have the courage to go out and talk to the ladies. Stop using the dating apps. If you see ladies going out on a ladies' night, there are so many places with ladies' night, right? And full of ladies. Be sure that these ladies are expecting the guys to come to talk to them. And it's nothing wrong. It doesn't mean that you come to our table to talk with us. Miss, oh my God, you need to take me out on a date.
Okay, to play, because I agree with this, but let me play devil's advocate, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why so many men don't want to do that as much anymore. One, some women can be rude, right? Two, you can argue whether this needs to happen or not. There was obviously, feminism has taken a new bit of a turn, where it's turned into a bit of an F-men generation, let's admit, that we're in now. And there was the Me Too movement that was good at the start because it got rid of a load of high-profile people that were abusing their power. But I think it did go kind of the other way, where it became about now all men are creeps and this and that, and trying to film guys looking at girls in the gym. But in the situations where there's false accusations and stuff like that. And even I remember there was a study that was done, and 25% of Gen Z men and women said it's creepy for men to go up to women. But then another study was done for women 18 to 60, and 90% of them said that they want men to make the first move. So there's conflicting information, especially in this new generation. And it's like men are becoming less masculine, right?
Yeah.
Which is a problem because men want masculine men. So that's the reason why it's not happening. And obviously, then you've got men just going for instant gratification, whether it's porn, whether it's, Netflix and whatnot, instead of building real healthy relationships. But it's led to so much fear, especially for men that, I used to go out when I was young. So any fear of rejection you get over that at a young age. But if men haven't done that till 20 or 25 and they're trying to do it now that fear of rejection is so much higher.
I know.
So that's why men don't. So what would you say to that?
Again, in the end, even if it's to be rude from a table full of ladies, no, I don't know. I mean, I didn't experience this. I will tell you what I'm experienced with my girls when we go out. It happened. Maybe the guys that will come to talk to us never happened. Like we're polite. We had a talk. Then they feel it if we want to talk more in a polite way without being rude. And I understand that means that might be ladies out there that are rude, and I apologize for them, for being this way. But then you will feel from our side, like if I'm in a relationship, definitely I'm not, I don't want to talk too much of being, being in the flirting mood. Maybe I can have a normal conversation. It depends on which direction it goes. If we go in the business direction, then we can have. But if it goes in the flirt direction, I can cut it, I'm seeing someone. But then I have another 2-3 ladies at the table. And you are with another guy. You don't have to come alone. Because at least, men and power. So you can come together. Hey, ladies, how are you? Cheers. I mean, you can start it like this. Hey, how are you? Cheers. How is your night? I mean, it's so easy. And don't go it from the beginning. Let them have 1-2 drinks. Then they will not be that rude. Because when the beginning they come, they've been like, oh, okay, now. Yeah, let them enjoy, have 1-2 drinks, dinner.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think about men approaching women at the gym? So, as someone that I'm very confident, I would happily go up to a girl, eventually there. Although I am a little bit lazy in the sense that I like a girl to kind of give me the eye first.
Yeah, the eye look.
The eye look. But I've never, ever, I've had girls approach me about, not saying all the time, but I've had a couple of girls approach me in the gym before over the years. I've never approached a girl in the gym. What's your thoughts on men approaching women in the gym?
By saying the eye look, I want to mention something. Even in a place that I was saying, you see ladies, if you have eye look with someone, it's already a message that she wants to talk to you. So don't feel fear or don't feel that you will be rejected. If you have eye contact, especially more than, few times during the night, definitely she wants you to come to talk to her.
Okay, let's go on the other one. Let's say if they haven't given you eye contact.
Okay, if they haven't, you need to take the risk. And again, take your body and just do it like, hey girls, how are you? And just make it general. Yeah. If you have eye contact with that person a few times during the night, definitely she wants to just feel, take the
I think that's actually
be masculine and go and talk to her. If you like
You're making it sound easier than it is. But I do agree with you. I do feel like you might get the rude occasional person, but realistically, if you go about it in the right way, you're never really going to get rejected. Because you just go into it casually and you'll know if someone fancies you or not. But again, I was speaking from experience. And I try to simplify it because not all guys are going to be like that. All guys listening, I'm not going to be as confident. So it's about trying to give them constructive advice that they can actually use to take.
For me,
so Cornelia's advice is just like, yo, be masculine, take your body, say cheers, and go.
Exactly. If it's a table full of, let me tell you an experience. I was with this guy, this was on my Twitter, I was 1 year together, one of my relationship. I was out with my colleagues. We're a full table of mixed, not only with the girls. He came to talk to me at the table because he couldn't have the chance to be out of the table, and I was all night, and we ended up in a relationship 1 year. And he sat next, he was standing next. I was sitting on a table having dinner, drinks with my colleagues at work.
That textbook.
So I'm not saying in a situation because and he was a masculine man. That takes a lot of courage. But if it's a table with 2-3 ladies, 4 ladies, and you have maybe 1 or 2 friends, take their friends with you. Go, three of you to the table and, hi, how are you? Talk. If you have eye contact, just go and talk to them. Hey, how are you? How is your night? I mean, you can start it, and then is the usually intro. Where are you from? for how long you've been to Dubai.
It doesn't have to start off mad flirting.
Exactly.
It really doesn't.
Especially in Dubai.
You guys living in Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you found it so far.
Exactly.
And you'll know if a girl's feeling you or not. Like, I think that's really good.
If she wants to continue, she was like,
And if you're feeling like she's going a little bit quiet, just, okay, fair enough, girls, have a good night.
Exactly.
Move on to the next. I think that's really good advice. And that does take a lot of balls for that guy did, so fair play to him.
Going back to your question about the gym,
Yes.
well, I ask some friends, male friends, like, what is the right place to find, to find someone? And actually, the answer, it was gym. And I heard that because, as a woman, where you will find, now it's from the women perspective, where if I want to find a man, where I will find a man? I will not go in a car. I will not go. If I'm going out, I will tell you, I am not approached here in this country. That's why I'm just encouraging the men, go and talk to the ladies. I am not. I believe in 4 years I've been approached 2 times. In 4 years, and someone told me, darling, you are intimidating. Well, good, I am intimidating. Because I don't want men that are not masculine. Come on, I'm not, and I'm very friendly. Even though if I don't want anything with the guy, I will continue to this, and I will be polite, and I will be nice, and we'll have a nice chat. So regardless if I want something with you or not, I will not be rude, and especially it's my business. I'm in this field where I always talk with people, and I learn. I feel like you are learning. That's why even I like networking events. It's not only about making new connection, but about learning new stuff. Like my question is always to everyone, where is your office? Which building? So then I learned like this about new buildings where I, potentially find some office spaces.
Always thinking
I'm kidding. But G.
Yeah, what's your building though?
It doesn't matter where. You can approach. I know people that they met in lift.
Let me, yeah.
And they got married. And I know people that they met in the gym and they got married.
So
this
is my only point, right? So the reason why I haven't done it is because I know I'm training hard.
Yeah.
They're probably focused on their own session. So a lot of women probably just don't want to be bothered. And maybe it's actually not as many as I think, but you would think that women don't want to be bothered when they're just in their zone. 2, you don't want a guy coming up to you if you happen to be in a relationship. Right.
So what? You can politely say, sorry, I'm seeing someone. What's the
problem?
What's the problem?
No, but I don't want my, because also when I'm in a relationship, my girl's gonna be going gym, bro. I don't want you going up to my girl in the gym. If she even giving you signs, if she isn't giving you signs to be like, come approach me, which is gonna be rarer in the gym.
Okay, for me, I'm going in the gym building, so usually it's empty.
Okay. But if you're going to one of those, especially in Dubai, the bait gyms, where everybody is a well fit, let's say,
yes.
Everyone's hot and shit. My language. Everyone's in good shape and stuff like that. It's a bit of a, showy gym, right?
Okay. No, I don't go to. I go only in.
But if you were going to that type of gym, so you think it's fine?
I believe it's fine to approach whatever. Doesn't matter.
Not in the middle of a set.
Literally, if you like someone and you want to talk to that person, you have the feeling, I wanted to talk to that person, go for it.
Yeah.
Why not? It doesn't matter if it's a gym. It doesn't matter if it's in a lift. If you find her attractive, or give a compliment. I read the book about it's called How to Talk to Anyone.
Okay.
Yeah, How to Talk to Anyone. I forgot the name of the author, but I will let you know. And it was one of the advice.
All right, down. Go.
This was one of the advice. Just what I was saying.
How to talk to anyone.
No, before. To just
go for it.
I forgot my idea.
You're saying that you should just go for it. If you want to do something, good book that I give to counteract that is, and this helped me as well with my. Again, I was a very confident guy before, but helped me in different settings, whether it was interviews and business and stuff. That subtle art of not giving a F. And it's a really, really good book. And it's all about basically like, what's the worst that's going to happen. Like, we build up so many things in our head, like for a presentation or whatever it might be. It's like, is your girlfriend going to leave you if it goes badly? No. Is your life ruined? Are your kids going to hate you? But we think about these things. We blow them up in our heads as such big deals. And honestly, that book helps you so much, because now I go into situations so much more nonchalant, and that's a huge bit.
I remember now what I wanted to say. It's how to talk to anyone. It's always start with a compliment. You will never go wrong with that.
You have nice us.
Hmm?
You have nice us.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah.
So you can start always with a compliment to someone. If you want to start talking to someone, just compliment. And first of all, you'll always, because already starting with a compliment, you will start the conversation positive. Because you are making that person happy. If I'm telling you, oh, this shirt, this color looks good on you, you already, you took it. Yeah, you always be like, oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Oh, you look
it's
great
nice.
today.
It's
Oh,
nice,
your
yeah.
eyes, oh,
It
your
is
hair.
nice,
It looks like, and even when it comes from the ladies. So this it's the
Guys love
easier way to start the conversation with a compliment and having that the person being positive. You cannot go to a lady and to tell her, oh, you have beautiful eyes, and she's like, to be rude with you. No, I mean, I really don't
I've
believe
seen
that.
videos of this.
That to that level the ladies can be when someone is mixing it. That means, you know what, it's better for you that she's like that. You nothing to lose, because that means she a level of education. I mean, you cannot respond to someone regardless if you start with a compliment with this type of attitude. It's very unpolite, and it's very, you have like no education and no.
But then also, do you feel like, just to counteract that, do you feel like everyone should be talking to everyone? Because I do kind of like, I agree with what you're saying. I think it's really good advice, but then I also am a bit like, if a girl's in a relationship and she's not giving you any kind of signals at all, it's a bit like, okay, maybe not everyone should just be trying to like chat to every single person.
Yeah. Look,
That's why I try
about
to
the
wait
gym.
for like a little.
About the gym, if you are seeing a girl all the time in the gym, and I'm all the time with my earplugs, I'm listening music, and I'm focused, as you said. Yeah, so that means I'm not interested. But if you see a girl that she's like, maybe I'm looking at you, looking at me, I'm giving signals that I want you to come to talk to me, and we have been seeing each other. This happens usually when you are going to the same gym and you see each other very often. You start even to say hi.
Oh yeah.
With some people,
But that's a bit different. I'm trying to talk
even-
more like, what happens if it's, okay, but this is the problem as well. If I went to WellFit, I find loads of girls sexy.
Okay,
What am I going to do?
yeah.
I'm going to go out to loads of girls and like, yo. How long have you been in Dubai? Do you know what I mean?
Then
So
you-
where's the limit?
your gym session, it will turn out in a networking
Yeah,
event.
I'll be just trying to hook up with people at the gym.
No, okay, not to that level. Come on, not to that. But if you really like a girl and you have seen her more than once in the gym, or I don't know, at work or somewhere, and then or in the lift, you are working in the same building, and again, you are seeing repeatedly, in a point you start smiling, say, hey, how are you? And then slowly, maybe you start to initiate the
But
conversation.
that's also different to me, is it?
Yeah.
Because that's like, okay, you've seen them over time and stuff like that. I mean more like, let's say I've gone to WellFit. I did a free trial at WellFit.
Yeah.
And I see loads of attractive girls. I don't know.
Okay, even that, so not that now. Plus that you will get a bad image, because if I see you that
Dying around.
we are training in the same gym, and then you come to talk to me, and then you go to talk to another guy, I was like, oh my god, this is a player.
Okay, cool.
So no, thank you.
Know your limit. Pick your girl wisely.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got one question I just thought of before we end. I've got one last question for you, but I've got a question I thought of. Do you think, based on what you said earlier, I'm really interested in this. Do you think the man should be paying, but in this generation, do you think the man should be paying for everything in the relationship?
Define everything, like going out.
Rent,
Like-
bills, dates.
Okay, depends of the stage of the at the beginning of the beginning. The beginning. If we moved in together, okay.
Okay, let's go. Let's start from the start.
From the start, from the dating, yes, of course, definitely. I'm from Eastern Europe. So
See,
this
is what I
is-
don't like though. This is what I don't like.
this style of splitting half off, no.
Well, this is what I
way.
don't like about having it. Look, this is what I don't like about that opinion. Yeah. So I had a girl come on the podcast, a really successful businesswoman, and she's from, I won't say the country, but she's from a country where women literally have no rights.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can't play the whole, this is my culture, when in your culture you have no rights. You can't do the whole traditional thing
Okay.
because you're cherry picking what you like. So
Yeah.
you're saying, I like about the modern world, and being here that I can be a businesswoman, I can wear what I want, I can do what I want. But then I'm going to say about my culture, the fact that I like it, that it's more traditional because women don't have any rights.
Yeah, okay.
So all I would say is I think we're at a time where realistically that is going to be very, very unsustainable for most men to be able to do.
You know, you know how I feel the moment, and it doesn't need to go to take me out on a fine dining. We on a date, it can be a coffee, it's a 20 dirham coffee, you know, or anything. So, but the moment, this is my thing.
Yeah, of course.
The moment I pay, I take out my card and I pay, I have an masculine energy. I feel I'm the boss. I'm the boss.
That is
so I feel.
If he pays for 5 dates, you will be an upper man. That doesn't make any sense.
I feel like I am dominating. And as a woman, you want to.
You're a very smart woman.
Yeah.
I don't think you're being honest with that, because I think it's fair to say that you don't like it, but to say that I feel like the man because you're paying for a coffee, let's say,
that's different.
After 3 dates, let's say, and he's paying for everything.
That's not feeling like a man. Sharing or paying the bill, even like.
Let's say you grab something. You grab something.
Okay, that's different. Of course, hold on. That's what I'm saying. If I'm in a date and let's take it. You are taking me out on a date.
Yeah.
First date.
100% the man pays.
Okay. First date. Second date.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Okay, cool.
Let's go from the beginning.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
You
take me out usually.
Whoever asks pays for the date. But let's admit, as a guy, even if a girl asks me to go out, I'm still going to pay for the date.
Okay.
But I like a girl that contributes. I find it so sexy, and I've been very, very fortunate. From what makes me say, I always tend to date girls that always are like, no, I'm paying for that. And they put their card there. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, go on. I'm not gonna be like, I feel like I'm not a man anymore because she's paid for 1 drink and I've paid for 5. Do you know what I mean? It's not sustainable. And also, obviously I'd expect her to get something at some point. So like the first date I would expect to be on me. If she gets like a round, let's say we've had 5 rounds. Yeah. Cool. Look, but then I'm not splitting a bill. Yeah. So I'm not doing the whole. That's awkward. Like, but if we're going for drinks on the second date, you want to get a couple rounds, I've got a few rounds. Cool. Yeah, okay, that's different story. Okay, so hold on. I've been in a relationship and I've been dating even in Dubai, and it was like this. Okay, if we go out all the time, he's paying. But then it happened, we go to the beach, let's say, yeah? And I would just say, go to the beach. And I said, I'm hungry. He's like, I'm staying for a few minutes in the car, I have a cold to do whatever. I said, okay. Then I text him, I'm grabbing something to eat. Would you like something? Yeah. I will go and I pay. I am going first. I will pay for the sun chairs. Of course, I'm not waiting for him to come and pay. I will not be that. But when going out, this splitting, I don't like it. I rather, invite you out. I want to go to see, I want to go to a concert. Or my friends, they are going for a festival and I'm buying the tickets. I will buy for you as well. So I will try to. It doesn't matter, it's 300, 400, it doesn't matter. I will buy for you. So, I want to go to, would you like to go? Okay, yes. And I'm buying the ticket. So you will try a bit to contribute when you are in a relationship, but this splitting stuff, I don't like. But I think we have to understand though, like, let's say
very uncomfortable.
But in the UK, realistically, if we're talking about UK, I will wrap things up in a sec. But if we're talking about the UK, realistically, women that are in their 20s now out-earn men, which is crazy because of the opportunities that women had later in life. In their 20s if they haven't got a kid. So you can't really be expecting men. Men will have no money left. And especially with how quick dating is dating. Everybody's dating everybody and it's not working out. Relationship. If guys are just constantly paying for girls, they're gonna have no money.
Then you guys go to less dates and just focus on one girl when you like.
Yeah, but girls have become as bad as guys now. Now girls want to be dating multiple people. When I was younger, girls only wanted to date one person. Now girls want to, I might be settling with him, so I need to date him. Everybody's dating fast-paced now. So, but that's what I'm trying to say. We have to balance it with being what's actually sustainable. It feels nice. Like, women say, my grandparents' generation, women don't have to deal with this. In our grandparents' generation, you had no rights.
No, it's not the
women were getting more abused and stuff like that. So you can't cherry pick what you like and you don't like. Yeah. We have to understand in that generation, women didn't work. Yeah. So it's easy for men to pay for dates. Men earn more money. Now
and women they were not working. Yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to say. So that's where the imbalance or everybody actually needs to try and think about what's a smart solution as well?
Look, how
But
I
you
was
have your
in
standards, which is fair,
look how
but-
I was in relationship,
Yeah.
like from the beginning, even when I was in my early 20s and I had my relationship, we're in high school, and the guy will still pay for my drink when we go out. Literally, in my culture is like this.
Yeah,
However, the
more
moment
traditional.
we end up living together,
Yeah.
we split the bills,
Yeah.
we split the rent,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
we were both students, we are both, studying. So we split, but definitely.
Well, you pay for this, I pay for this. It's a split. I don't know.
We split the bills, we split the rents, but when we were going out, he was still paying.
Yeah.
He was still the one paying for. But if we travel, if we this, definitely we are both contributing, because in the end, especially we're at the same level. And same here, I agree. We travel this weekend, I can contribute as well. I can pay for the flights and can pay for the hotel.
That's it.
But then I don't like this. Oh, I pay for this. Oh, you need to give me this amount. I don't like
that's
this.
good. Yeah, I agree.
Certain, and I know people that they are married.
Yeah.
They're married. They have even kids, and that everything with like we split mortgage. You need to. I did this grocery. You need to. You own me this. That's why I'm saying.
It's
But then where women needs to contribute in the relationship, either if it's rent, bill, etc. It's especially if the women also. What I will do with my money then? I will, all my money that I'm what I'm spending.
You go online a little, okay, this is the online social media one, which isn't always realistic. There are some women that just think, just from being not even always really attractive, just decent.
Okay.
They think that there's a phrase online. His money is our money. My money is my money.
No, I don't. No, for me, I don't agree with this. And again, I don't.
I was interested to know your answer
Yeah,
because
with
of
the
your
split.
background, as you said.
Yeah, I don't agree with the split, and I don't agree. I'm not paying as well on dates. But then the moment we're in a relationship, it's a different story.
Interested.
I am also happy to invest.
I think that's fair. Although the one thing that I do nuts is the fact you said I feel like the man if I buy one drink. I feel like I'm a guy.
Yeah, but the moment if I'm going
Your
out
balls
with
are
a
coming on
date,
the table.
of course, if I'm going out with a date today, I'm the one paying the drink. I'm like, that's it. I am the boss here.
Hilarious. Okay, let me ask you a last question. Thank you so much for your time. It's been a very good conversation. You feel comfortable?
Yeah, that's fine. We had this
Very good.
conversation.
Good laugh, some education. What's next for you in business, lifestyle, relationships? What's it?
Growing the team. Definitely, we're now a team of 7. We are aiming to grow the team this year to 10, 15 even. It's not easy to find.
Do you want to keep it as all women, or do you want some guys?
No. We even had guys before. It just happened now that we end up only women in the team. But before we did have agent. It's not. We have a certain profile because commercially it's a bit different, and we also it's the personality to see that you are hardworking, you are driven, you want this job being on a commission base and not having office hour, being more flexible.
Oh, so people that work for you, they just paid on pure commission?
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
and then it's like it's a full-time job, but it's like flexible hours, So then you need to be responsible for your time management, for how much effort and time you want to put in this work. I cannot, because I'm not there to check what time you wake up. If you are going out, to find property, so to talk to clients.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what, or if you are responding to the leads.
Yeah.
That, yes, we do have a CRM that we can, monitorize, but in the end, I cannot control every agent with who they talk and how fast they respond and what they respond. So it's basically, you are managing your own business, and that's why we need a certain profile where we can feel the person that, yes, they are really willing to put this effort. Because it's at the beginning, especially in real estate, it requires a lot of.
So you're hiring?
Yes, we're hiring.
Yes, this is an important thing. A lot of people are looking for jobs. So we'll have a
and not only commercial, even people that they want to do residential, because this is another thing that we do. Like 80% we are doing commercial, 20% secondary residential. Off plan only if we have from like requests, special requests, networking. However, that it's the goal. Grow the team, maybe even open another division of plan, which is which is a big business in this country. Then on a personal level, I would like to get married and have kids. So hopefully one day it will happen. I really, I would really have like to build a family and to be a mother in this life. Yeah, I feel like this is because I've done everything what I wanted in life. I travel, I party, I have my business. I'm very happy where I am today. And it's this part of me that is missing. That's why I said about success. Success is not necessarily about I have business, you earn money, you are in Dubai. No, that is not the level of success, in my opinion. My level, or I will feel fully successful when I will have a bit from everything.
Mm-hmm.
You don't, So that is the part that now it's missing, and I hope I will get it. And then, to keep my life balanced the way I do with the gym, to be constant. I put some goals, like I said, to try to be constant to the networking events, to travel time to time. I love still to travel. I'm going to Thailand in 2 weeks. Yay!
Well, we've got lots of conversations.
I know.
A lot of people that want jobs, and I've been to Thailand 3 times, so I can give you some good recommendations.
That's good. That's good. Really, we're open to
working events.
Yeah, for someone that it's willing to have like flexible hours, and definitely.
Cool. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Is there anything you want to shout out, social media?
I think we shared so many things today.
Much.
Too many things I think we shared.
Never. It's been a very good conversation.
From the personal, perspective to the business perspective, they were like taking notes. How you do? How you search for offices?
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
As usual, fire content, real life conversations. Again, as always, you can get some free game, and also you'll be highly entertained as well. Some exciting episodes soon to come. Thank you for watching. Peace out.